Hello, how you doing? Gonna do a face off today. Just had a funny interaction with my daughter. I look after my daughter now, summer holidays. And I said to her, I'm gonna do a shave video, like, can you not shout up? And she went, yeah, can you not shout up at me as well? Because I'm concentrating doing my drawing. So there we go. Just brilliant. Right, let me dry my hands quick so I don't like touching these boxes. Feel wet hand. Hope you've been all well. So, razor you've seen before, but two good ones, like. So, razor I ain't shaved with in ages, and I've been, well, you could say clucking a bit. And this is this Ern Bur, B-U-R. Shoulderless kind of setup, well, stabiliserless. These are some scales I did. I think these was like nearly one of my first custom scales, really. Got a solid wedge, brass wedge, but it came out well for my first sort of real pop at it. And on the blade it says A1 quality, made in Germany, and it's nearly a half hollow. I don't know if you can see that, but it's nearly kind of like a half-ish hollow, and there's no sort of deviations in the grind or anything. So it's not really a traditional kind of German grind. Lovely steel, made by Mr. Ern. I can remember the first time I shaved with it, I was really impressed with it. So I sort of, right, that's mine. And today, I'll show you the box first. Everybody likes seeing these boxes. I'll be shaving with my Kikuokan Tamahagane steel. Special steel, it says on the box, Tokyo razor, number 48. It's just a lovely box to complement a lovely razor. And this is one of my prettiest razors, one of my most favourite. It's just lovely. Steel's to die for. The grind's just some of the most amazing kind of grind ever. I was meant to tighten that up, I forgot. It's even got some sort of little embellishments, if you want to call them, some stamping, just to make it a little tiny bit more fancy. But going back to this Ern Bur, if you ever happen to come across one of these, I highly suggest you snap it up, because I've only ever had two of these, and the other one was in, well, bad condition. This one had a few pits in there, I'm sure you can kind of see it. Had a few pits and whatnot around here and that, but turned out nice. Got a few scratches on it actually when I really look at it. Not from me, from its past abusers. Right, I'm going to be shaving using my Chubby 2 synthetic, and we're going to be shaving with Mysore Sandalwood, just because I like it and it's new to me. I said I wasn't going to go crazy on soaps. Said that a long time ago, and I've probably got about 10 now, so to me that's going a bit crazy. And I spent a lot of money on this one, but you know, it's a nice soap, get enjoyment out of it every time I use it, so it's partially what it's about. So I do apologise if we get a visit from the old daughter. She likes coming to gawk at me, especially if she knows the camera's rolling, like typical kids nowadays. Smile for the camera, they say. I gave that Kikuokan a bit of a refresh on the strops on a video that I posted a couple of days ago. I got quite behind on my posting of the videos I posted yesterday and the day before. Well, I've been sat on them over a week, I think. Just running out of time. And as you can see, I've got a fair amount of gruff. Not because I've been lazy, just because I have. Trying to fit a decent, nice, calm shave in, even today, you know what I mean? I'm looking after her, but she's quite well drilled now. But I think it's like 7 days growth. To me, that's a beard. Not really down near it. It's poking through the soap. I remember shaving with this Ern Bur. I was very impressed. It took a while to get the set on the stones and that, but very good steel. How's it going to deal with all this gruff, he says? Shouldn't be a problem. Never has been. Let's get this Tamahagane. Kikuokan. You know, I'm not saying that right, I'm not Japanese. And on the other side, I think it says Kikuokan and Co. and then 48. It's the same kind of grind as my Burrs. This is more of a full hollow. Just love it, it's one of my best. It's one of my best finds. She's still buttery smooth. She's got clogs on downstairs, if you can hear that. Quite literally as well. Now, people were into the argument about what is the best way of shaving, and if you've got a bit of a gruff going on, there is no doubting in my mind that a straight razor is the best. There is no other razor, I reckon, that can just get rid of it like that. Any young spunks, you know, watching this thinking, why the hell is he shaving his ears? Because you'll find out, Start losing it up top, start growing it everywhere else. Marvellous it is. Well, it's just lovely now. Like, if I was going to be hypercritical, I still think this heel's got a tiny bit to give. But, because it's quite a precious razor to me, it's not something I want to try and do anything. It's popping hairs nearly all the way along it. But, love it. It's like whoosh, it's gone. Let's see if the memory of this razor is correct and aligned to reality. Because it really did like imprint on me, it really did. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what, right? This razor is not popping hairs on the HHT as probably as best as let's just say some people would like and expect, but it shaves wonderfully. So again, it's just that prime example of sometimes those tests are definitely not the full story. Like, it's a different interaction when you're lathered up, it's a different interaction with your skin and the steel on the blade. Oh, I just took a top off a spot then, I didn't realise I had a spot there. Spot's no longer. Yeah, lovely. So my interaction with it the last time and the impression it left with me was totally justified, which is pretty cool, because I swear that's got, I think that's got one of my old edges on it. Well, it has, because I've not used it in months. Well, the last time I shaved with this was on camera, so we can find out. But I reckon that's got my first Jane out edge on it, the level 4 hardness one, which was a marvellous stone. But either, she shaves lovely. It's got quite a stiff feel to it. It feels like it's not flexing at all. And it is definitely more half hollow. It does go to a really thin. It does go to a really thin edge. It does. But to me, that's heading towards half hollow. Lovely though. I'm just pleased that the memory of it was about the same as well, because we can sometimes get a bit kind of, oh, that razor was lovely, and then sometimes you go back to them and you don't get the same experience. I suppose sometimes that is because your edge knowledge is moving forward, possibly. Well, in fact, I kind of noticed that, and just getting better at shaving on the whole. Right, should we go against the grain today? I reckon that Bur's got it closer. Definitely a bit closer there. Interesting. So man, a good razor, man. If you ever find one, definitely get one. You can pick them up for near peanuts every now and then. But it's definitely sort of a slightly rarer Ern kind of branded razor. If you go onto the German archive site, you can see Bur next to the Ern sort of like marque. To confirm, I forget the date, I think from memory it was sort of like 1910, 1920, maybe in between. By that time, he was very, very, very prolific. And that one come to me with dodgy scales, you see, so I'm always happy to get a nice razor with something going wrong with the scales, because it means it's my opportunity to keep it. Right, let's go against. Tiny bit of a scraping then. Can be doing some scales within the next week, I think. I've got some sort of stacked up. Quite sharp, I tell you. It feels like that wants to bite a bit. Lovely. That was really nice. So I've lost a little bit of weight, like, and I'm getting the opposite problem to what I was getting before. So like, as you get older, you get nooks and crannies and crevices. They come to the fore a little bit more. But now, because I'm lost a little bit of weight, I'm kind of getting a crevice going in there, and my Adam's apple's coming out more. So I'm kind of automatically missing a couple of spots, or I'm having to be a tiny bit kind of careful. All good though, eh? All for the right reasons. Generally stay away from the edge with your towels and stuff, not because it'll cut your towel, but it does blunt your edges quite quick, or at least it can do if you get it quite heavy contact. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm quite happy with scales as well, man. It's the first attempt, it's the first time I've looked at them for a while. I'm a bugger for picking fault at myself, which is a good thing, you know, it's how you improve. But I can nearly say they're flawless. Not for everybody, they're red, but red's my favourite colour. If my missus catches me using that towel, I've got my own towel by the way. Got a nice little black one. Missus catches me using that, that'd be it. Doghouse again. Daily basis, but you know. Yeah, I'll show you this razor again, just for. You've got the little Tamahagane there as well, like stamped there. So whether it's the steel that they get out of the river, I'm a little bit doubtful for that, because you've got to remember as well, Tamahagane actually only means precious or special steel. It's not like a formula per se, or at least that's my understanding. I have put a fair amount of kind of research into it. Japan is known to have very limited sources of iron. That's hence why they used to import a hell of a lot of Swedish ore, especially from the Dana mine. Is it Dannemora? From memory. Definitely need to do the pivot on that though. It's definitely loosened up since I've had it. Yeah, it looks like it's safe to give a few taps either side. Have to be careful tapping old pivot points in sometimes. You start pushing them into the scales and sort of goes without saying you can crack the scales, but we've got some wiggle room. We're alright. Right, they're relatively dry. Let's have a little feel up. There's definitely a tight shave though. And the burr definitely seemed to get it a bit close on the first go, but just might have been my angle was just that little bit better. Shaving's not perfect. What is? Yeah, Ern Bur definitely won it a bit. Just goes to show, man. No, I was right though. My first shave of that, I knew it was a good razor. I do believe that Kikuokan's got a little bit to give on the stones though. Quite common with me, I'll get a, like a razor in that I know I'm going to keep. Or at least I'm 95% positive I'm going to keep it. I get a bit excited. And sometimes I just want to get it shaving and to give it a whirl basically. It's a bit of a common feature with me. I don't mind it, you know, like I've said before. I like preserving the metal, so if I'm a tiny bit off, you know, I mean, it's popping hairs. Like you see it on the stropping video, you know what I mean, it's popping hairs all the way along it. But I still think it's got a little bit to give. But I'm not going to do it yet. I'll wait until it starts tugging, which will probably be like 2 years time, considering I've got so many bloody razors. Right. Have a good rest of the week, gentlemen. I'll see you again. Toodaloo.